Hello everyone, and this is my review for WWE Smackdown on November the 6th, 2012. That's right, they did a Tuesday show. They were doing it from England. Obviously they call it the live Super Show. Obviously this was a pre-taped show still, even though they did call it live. It was just taped over in England beforehand. But on to the show itself. Overall, I thought the show was actually pretty good. It had good in-ring action and good setup for the pay-per-view with Survivor Series. I liked the little segment at the beginning with Sheamus, Big Show, and William Regal. It set up well for the tag match later that night with Sheamus and William Regal versus the Big Show and Wade Barrett. All in all, it was good to see William Regal get back in the ring. You don't get to see it too often. I mean, at his more advanced stage, or the older he is at this point, you don't get to see him in the ring too often, and it's always a nice treat when you do get to see it. It was a well put together match with a very good ending, putting good emphasis on the whole Sheamus getting a rematch with Big Show at Survivor Series. Also, another really good match, Kofi Kingston and The Miz again. Really good match. Both of them put on quality matches over the last month with the Intercontinental title on the line. Been very enjoyable to watch. It was a nice little tidbit, maybe a potential face turn for The Miz with attempting to shake Kofi Kingston's hand at the end. Obviously, Kofi was not having it, ends up just drop kicking him, and Miz leaves. So we'll see where they continue on that. I feel they are trying to make a face turn for The Miz. We'll see where they actually go with that. Obviously, a little bit of continuation with the Primetime Players and the Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara feud. This time, Primetime Players get to go over on Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara inside of a tag match. It's good that these guys have been putting on some good matches as well recently, so it's nice to see them continuing on this this somewhat minor feud as the other feuds are going on at that point in time. You had an interesting backstage segment with Booker T and Theodore Long, making it seem like Booker T was trying to say, Theodore Long was just sucking up to him with the matches that he made for the night, saying, hey, Vicky would probably come up with the same thing or something like that. It was a nice little segment to put some tension in there, maybe even a potential heel turn from Booker T as a heel general manager. But obviously at this point he just seems to be joking around. So I ended up liking that segment as well. Also basically the last match of the night, which was Alberto Del Rio and the Randy Orton Falls Count Anywhere match. Once again, really good match. Really wish they would put Alberto Del Rio over more in these matches. I mean, they do a good job of getting him over in the matches. I wish they would actually have him win one of these matches in some way, shape, or form versus, you know, Orton pulling it out in the end. I figure it would probably help make Alberto Del Rio look stronger at that point, but they're obviously going with Randy Orton going over in this case. Maybe they'll have like Alberto Del Rio eliminate Orton in the elimination tag match at the pay-per-view. We'll see where they go there. Overall, I thought this SmackDown was it was a pretty good SmackDown overall in my mind. You got some emphasis going into the pay-per-view with a few of the matches. Not too terribly much new was made for the pay-per-view, but you know, for the Survivor Series pay-per-view, but you got some good emphasis on the stories that were there, and that's what pretty much made the show. The matches themselves, there was only 4 of them, but most of them were fairly long and good quality matches, and very entertaining to watch. So that's my thoughts on WWE Smackdown for this week. I thank you guys for watching and I hope you enjoyed.